What's going on? I got one simple question. What do we have to lose by getting outside of our comfort zone and doing something new? Breaking out of our old paradigm in the way that we live and seeing what's possible. Nothing to lose but the comfortable security of habit. If I've learned anything in almost 30 years, it's the primacy of habit. And that includes habit of thought and habit of physical actions. So there's a cyclic nature to all of physical reality. We see it in the cycles of a second, a minute, an hour, a day, the cycle of the moon, and then larger cycles. The same thing occurs within our thoughts. The overall tone or tenor of your thoughts tends to repeat itself. And we find ourselves time and time again in the same situation, an analogous situation, and we're given more and more opportunities to deal with that situation in a novel manner, thus moving forward and transforming and signaling to the universe, okay, we're ready for something else. But being ready to jump into the unknown is not comfortable. So the way that the animal nature thinks is we have a lot to lose by doing something new. Yet on the ultimate, just hear me out. If we are not physical, primarily, if this is a lower expression of who we are, what will we have to lose in the aspect of our true self if we lose something physical? It's just the discomfort of change and adaptation. The amazing thing is that life is actually perfectly structured in order to continuously change. So honestly, I have to ask myself on a daily basis, why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I really operating at my highest potential? Do I have a clear goal in mind? Or am I just going through the motions and the actions that I take are mere escapism or just barely getting by? Am I enjoying the process of growing and becoming? Or am I ceding to that aspect of myself that wants me to fail? There's an old tradition of a morning contemplation, a noontime review, and a nighttime recap, in which you sit for a specified period of time and withdraw into yourself. What is up, guys? I'm really excited right now because I finally figured out the solution to my technological storage problems, and also, to my surprise, the previous take that I did for a vlog today actually seems to have worked. So I'm gonna put these two together. You get to have one side or the other, the red and the blue, and see what it all comes through to create. So one thing that was on my mind a little bit was how often people talk themselves out of taking a risk and doing something that in your heart you really want to do, but you let the fear of failure hold you back from doing it. And it's really insidious because you tell yourself all these ideas about what you are or aren't capable of before you even try. And a lot of that stems back to traumatic experiences you may have had that cause you to come to some sort of false or limited conclusion about yourself. And it's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, you could take YouTube, for example. I created this channel in 2006. That's right, in the very early days of YouTube. And I had 14 years. You know what I mean? That I could have been building something. Granted, I didn't necessarily have the video capabilities, and maybe it wasn't as easy back then, but it's kind of mind-boggling to see the type of breakthroughs you can have within one day, 1 week, 1 month of consistently doing anything. And just imagine if you could extrapolate that over however many decades you hopefully have on the planet, and you begin to get a faint imagining of what is really possible that you could achieve. And not just achieve in terms of some type of worldly success, but I mean something lasting, a legacy, an impact. And it doesn't have to be something flashy. Not everybody needs to be in the spotlight. And that doesn't mean that you're any less significant. In fact, some of the most powerful people on the planet, you're never going to see their name. Nobody may know their name because they're doing their work quietly. They're that focused. They don't even have time to be promotional about it, nor do they need that kind of adulation. So I think that's going to probably do it. I don't want to make these too long. Just make them smooth and easy. I had the idea to throw a backing track of just some improv piano that I was playing off the cuff, because that's what I do. So let me know if you like that format. And I do plan, now that I figured out my storage issues, even before I get the improved computer, which is going to make things amazingly smooth and easy, I do plan to go back to my poetic retracing series and some of the type of videos that are kind of time lapses of writing out the pieces by hand, and there you could see the text. Maybe there's some audio effects in the background or video effects, who knows, but I just enjoy creating in that format. I think it helps the digestion of the poetic message. I think it clarifies it. I think it makes it simpler and more enjoyable for an audience. Of course, I'd love to hear your feedback on it as well. I am extremely appreciative every time I get any sort of comment. It means the world to me. It gives me motivation to keep creating in all the different veins that I do. And on that note, if you did like this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, and hit the bell icon and click the notifications to all so that you're notified whenever I release new content. That's going to do it for me. DPend signing out. See you soon.